What's going on, guys? So I got a video today. It's pretty simple. It's gonna be like what's going on in the world and everything you need to know that's ever happened in life, because I'm really here to tell you the truth, because I know the answers and I'm gonna give them to you. First of all the answers start within inside yourself. No one can give you outside answers, maybe a mentor, advice, or a guru, but ultimately you're gonna have the answers for you and no one can give them to you. It's how it's always gonna be. Now I was gonna come up with a video, all the stuff we've been lied to. This may be part of it, but this is gonna be love and fear, pretty much the topic of this video, but I'm also gonna expose a couple other things. Everything you learned in life, you've been programmed, and pretty much all the stuff you learned, they're all lies. And yeah, so it's just that you came to this earth to do a special thing. You are just a soul. We are all just one soul, but we each have an individual personality. Don't ask me how I know this. All you have to do is sit still and all the answers will come to you. School was a hoax. Everything was a lie they've taught you. It's a system that you came into, a system, and you gotta understand, we came into a system where basically they want us to overcome them. Not really, but essentially that's what happens. We overthrow the system, the economy. The world is changing. Things are coming. Life doesn't really change. It kind of does. And obviously, there's reincarnation, stuff that happened in the past. What you gotta understand though, a lot of that stuff doesn't have proof. There's no recollection. You have no proof what happened before you were alive. There's really no proof, because people pass stuff down by the intellect or by word of mouth. And like the Alexander Greats, the great libraries, what happened? It always gets destroyed. It's always the same thing. History repeats itself. It doesn't have to, but a lot of people are always fighting for control. I don't know the whole side of the control theory of the people controlling us. I just know life's not really supposed to be living like this. Don't get too far-fetched over that, because we are living life now, and this is how it's going to happen. And however we can make the change. Before I get into the main topic, just know your life is in your hands and it's in your control. Everything, all the answers are here. We have social media, we have the internet, we have access to everything the way it's given to us. See, it is the upfall of love. You probably heard of the Dark Ages, the plagues. You know, most of all that shit is caused by people, or people in power. The Great Depression, a bunch of other things too. Unhealthy people, tyranny, you know, mass killing, suicides, depopulation agendas, whatever you want to call it, wars. See, there's only one thing in this world that they haven't taught you. I've been told lies all my life, and so have you. Number one rule is don't listen to anybody. See, you don't want to fall into a routine. A lot of people live routine lives. Rat race 9 to 5s. Routine can better yourself. It also, if you're not utilizing it right and aware in consciousness, it could be like a rat race, or it could seem monotonous. Or it could be, you know, you don't want to live that life. Anywho, there's nothing I want to do for 8 hours or super long time at all, any time of the day. No one wants to. And if I do something, okay, I don't want to do it all the time for 8 hours. So what I'm actually talking about though is love and fear. The greatest war is love and fear, because they're the polar opposites. Life is actually based off of balance, a neutrality. There is no judgment between other creatures, only when you want to use your intellect in that way and judge them. Of course, you can make judgments as if someone's weak, superior, but it's all about how you use it, and judging someone for the clothes they wear or what they do or how they live their life, because everyone is just a reflection of you. When we talk about love and fear, love is the only thing that keeps us alive. Everything is a vibration, a sound, a frequency. Nikola Tesla, electricity, we are electricity, our heart beats. It's all electric. It's all electric. And yet we're using gas, fossil fuels, ancient fossil fuels. It's not, the world isn't what you think it is, and it's okay, because you don't need to know what it is. Just know these people, you've been lied to about everything. Even the way you think, the way you act, your whole culture. Yes, you have to have some influence from the environment, but you should, when you raise a kid or when you're raised, you shouldn't be told what to do. To some extent, you should be allowed to ponder and be creative, not limit your creativity, because that's what they always do, dude. Even in kids commercials, they say things like, everything you watch, see, and hear is you're falling into a lore, or you could say brainwash into what the other person say. Whether it's up to you or not to believe it, it's up to you. But certain ages, maybe we can say like toddlers, they don't know any better for the most part, most of them. And they'll, it's people's magic, because when people speak, they draw you in. Now, are you going to listen? People usually listen to idiots or people who don't know nothing, or just say what everyone else says. That's why people listen to them and say what everyone else says, because no one thinks outside the box. We're not taught to think outside the box. Anyway, the life lesson in here is actually love. So it's all about how you love somebody. It's everything. It's not, love is not love over fear. There's only two things in this world, and everything going on, the world is going to change. There is something called a great awakening. It's not necessarily as it sounds. It's more so when the sheep wake up from, they realize what's going on. But will they change is the thing. See, all this, none of this is new. The virus isn't new. The virus isn't even real. Neither is the news, neither is the tyrantry, neither is the power, neither is security, neither is dreams. It's new to you and your individual experience in this life. We've all pretty much had past lives to some extent, maybe not everybody. And it doesn't matter if you remember or you know that. It doesn't necessarily really mean anything. For calming people, there's things for them not to know because they cannot understand it or process it. The time hasn't come. Love will always be the strongest energy. It just always will be. Love is a feeling. Life is a feeling. I meant to say it a little bit ago. It's just all love. It's really, that's the answer right there. The key to life is love. And other things will come into play once you realize this, such as prayer and loving the life you do. You don't have to do shit you don't want to do if it's not getting you where you want to be. And it's not about where you're going. It's about what you're doing now, because that's where it gets you to where you're going in the material world or in the physical world, if you want to talk among those terms. But, people always want to, I understand lust is a high thing. Lust can be fooled for greed and love, money, economy. Lust is nothing. People die over lust. People have kids over lust, and then they have to work all the time and hold a house down and deal with a fiance or a bitch that they don't like, or a hoe, however you want to say it. You see, and I understand the lust and testosterone. I went through some stuff that I wouldn't even want you to go through, but I'm here to tell you this. Don't go chasing women unless your goal is to chase women. Like, that, like, I want to chase women, then go chase women. But if there's other things set up for you and you're trying to chase women, just decoy, distract yourself from things you want to do. That's not chasing women. Like, you want to go eat, but you're out here chasing women. You will face, negative or karma. But you don't want to say negative, but you will face adverse effects, because it's not what you're meant to be doing. It's just like, oh, you should have helped this person up, but you fucking hit the speed and you just drove past them. That person could have been something in your life greater than you could ever know. It's just like, people take everything for granted, and everything's about lust and sex, and I understand there's emotional energy and there's the physical energy, but there's nothing in this, you gotta love everyone and love yourself, and you will never get nowhere. That's like, it always goes back to there, always. No matter where you go in this world, it's always coming back to love, family, connection, empowerment, power, and confidence, things among those lines, doing what you're, meant to be doing. And everybody has their own thing. It's just, love is it. Like, there's nothing over love. And that's basically it. That's where I wanted to come with this video. Don't let them fool you. As soon as you feed into fear, you can only feed fear or love. They're positivity or almost negativity. You could say that too. They're pretty much the same thing. We are taught, we are schooled pretty much all out of fear, whether it's subconsciously or consciously, which it's a little bit of both. Because with the higher people on the scale, to whittle it down and dumb the people and numb them. Life is a feeling. You're not really supposed to feel numb, and more so, you're not supposed to feel dumb either. So, but life is not really an intellect, it's more a feeling. It is a feeling, like I said. So love is a feeling. It's not just loving your fiance. That's not it at all. Not it. It has nothing to do with loving someone. It's nothing to do with loving your dog, though that's a glimpse of it. It's loving all of nature, everything around you. If you really understand the essence of it, the bliss of reality, we are all love. When you're healthy, everything around you is love. It's all empowerment. You love life. You like everything you do. Nothing pisses you off. You're in control of it. You're just in control of everything. And that's not like a control freak. That's just someone tries making you mad, but you control yourself. It doesn't make you mad. In fact, you laugh. Almost like a psychopath. Almost like a joker or killer or murderer. Whatever. But that's it. Love is the answer. It's been hidden from us. It is the answer. It just is. There's nothing between that. And with everything else I said that weighs a lot on the shoulders, it doesn't even matter the words I speak, though they're a vibration for you to pick up on, and the message will always be there. And it's from other people too. I'm not the only one. Other people have gotten the message, but they depress this message. They don't want you to know this. That's why the news is fear. Like, there's someone who can watch the news and not be affected by it, but at some point it's getting into your subconscious, whether you like it or not. Though you can reverse that, or you can not let it get to you. Depends who you are. But wherever you focus on, it increases. So you focus on music, then it increases. If you focus on jogging, then your jogging is going to increase. This is all. If you focus on negativity and fear and hate and maybe depressed or something along those lines, maybe anxiety, you're feeding to that, or just things that you don't, you are everything. You are God. Listen to these girls or females on the radio. Really listen to them. Do they not sound like angels? They sound like angels, especially some of them. And that's not a compliment. They are angels. And even the technology that they're playing on the beats is, magnificent and beautiful. It's like a foreign technology. That's all for the video. Stay tuned. This is Fizz, Life with Fizzle. Subscribe to the channel, Snap Crackle Fizzle. I got my new channel up, Life with Fizz. If you want to check that out, you gotta type Life with Fizz and go subscribe it. So thanks for everyone. Just know, love over fear, and not everything in life you will get over. It's not that serious. Life is a joke. We're here to have a good time and a blessed time, and every day is a party. Every day really is. That's why in India and probably other religions, Nordic, which is like up north, you will always see every day is a celebration. Please live your best life. Don't let these outside sources ruin your inside power. It's all how you perceive reality and take it. Nothing can change anything. Every day is a new day. Everything is a new experience. Even if it seems like deja vu, live your life. You're in control. Have a nice one. Subscribe to the channel. like I said, Life with Fizz is up too.